the beauty of nature. It's literally everywhere. Welcome to the Hopefulist with me, Wendy McClure. This is where we turn those nasty, negative thoughts into positive and work toward a happy, fulfilled life. Now, let's get started. Hello, and thank you for joining me this week on the Hopefulist for your dose of inspiration and positivity. Starting out with the quote of the day, which comes from Aristotle this week. That's right, I'm going all philosopher on you. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. So it's said in that philosopher kind of way, but basically he's saying nature is marvelous. Nature is marvelous. You look marvelous. Sorry, I couldn't resist. So I'm introducing a new feature that I'm going to be having every week now on the podcast. It's called The Good News. That's right. In a world full of bad news, I will feature a feel-good story or something useful that is actually good for you rather than bad for you. And here is our very first one. Oh, geez, I think that I hit something. Of course. Nope. Okay, came right back. Good news for me. The song, that song, the one stuck in your head? It's helping the brain with long-term memory. That's right. This is an article that came out in mid-June stating if you have watched TV since the 1990s, the sitcom theme, I'll Be There For You, has likely been stuck in your head at one point or another. Oh, yes, it has. New research suggests these experiences are more than a passing nuisance. They play an important role in helping memories form, not only for the song, but also related life events like hanging out with friends or watching other people hang with their friends on the television show Friends. Scientists have known for some time that music evokes autobiographical memories, and that those are among the emotional experiences with music that people cherish most. What hasn't been understood to date is how these memories form in the first place and how they become so durable, such that just hearing a bit of a song can trigger vivid remembering. New research is offering an initial glimpse into these mechanisms and somewhat surprisingly finds that the songs that get stuck in your head help that process of strengthening memories as they first form. So, in the first research to link two of the most common phenomenon people experience with music, it's earworms, having a song stuck in your head, and music evoked remembering. What they're saying is that these songs that get stuck in your head really help plant these memories, whether it be about the actual episode of a show, if it's the theme song, or if it's a particular song that makes you remember a point in time. One of those songs for me has always been I can't remember. Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor. Every single time I hear that song, I am back in the Velvet Lounge parking lot after seeing my favorite band, Le Camp, hanging out with my friends, trying to tear ourselves away from each other to go home for the night. It's just a song that was out at the time. It had special meaning to a friend of mine. It was her and her boyfriend's song. It was just a big deal in our lives, this song, and every single time I hear it, to this day, just takes me back to that moment of standing in that parking lot that we did for so many nights, because that was our regular thing for a very long time. And it always brings a smile to my face. So there's a little bit of interesting news about how, it's not always such a bad thing when you can't get that song out of your head. I walk around the house singing constantly. I don't know where these songs come from sometimes. Sometimes they're from commercials. Sometimes I just have a go-to playlist that's running in my head at all times. But there are times when I get a song stuck in my head. Typically, it's a commercial, and I just
can't get it out. And you know what I do, which to some people may be worse, but it usually works for me. It usually bounces both of them out of my head. I just go into a little rendition of Baby Shark doo 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 doo, because not only does it definitely knock that first song out of the head, the problem then is getting that second Baby Shark song out of your head. But it's just fun to sing. Isn't it fun to sing? Come on, do it with me. Baby Shark doo 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 doo. Come on, that was fun. So fun. So there is some good news on the front of when you have that song stuck in your head. Some of the worst are the commercials, but I won't get into that now because I don't want to get stuck in my head. On to the topic of the day. We are talking about the beauty of nature. Yes. How often do you stop to take in the beauty all around you? It's especially easy to do in the summer. There are flowers everywhere, gardens with fresh fruit and vegetables, sunrises and sunsets, beautiful birds and their babies following along behind them. I just got an adorable picture of a mama duck with her babies all in a row. The feel of the sun on your face, watching the dog running around, having fun in the sun. The gathering of neighbors and friends celebrating life and companionship. The smell and sizzle of a burger on the grill. Is that last one too much? Is that just me? That's okay. Love my burgers in the summertime. I love my burgers in the wintertime. You know, I'm specifically concentrating on summer because it is summer right now. But do not take for granted sitting inside and watching the snow fall or the colorful leaves as they change in the fall. There is something to be found in every season in nature that is just pure beauty and glorious. One of my favorite things to do is to enjoy my morning coffee on the porch while the sky lightens up and I can hear the birds calling to each other. It's a time where I don't bring my phone out so I can be one with nature. I can take some time to wake up slowly, enjoy the show Mother Earth puts on each morning. I personally am lucky to live on the water, so I see ducks floating by, fish jumping out of the water, and an early morning boat go by on their way to do some fishing. It's a time when I just try to be present and enjoy all that this life has to offer first thing in the morning. It's a time I want to be completely present in the moment. If you just take some time to notice the things around you, you will be amazed by how much beauty there is all the time. The trick is to take the time to appreciate it. There are so many moments each day that we take completely for granted. As I'm sitting here right now, my dog Tucker sitting beside me and snoring away. Does this sound beautiful? Not necessarily, but I always think it's funny when she snores, and it makes me appreciate the fact that she is still here at my side at nearly 15 years old and still healthy. I take a moment to be grateful for those snores. Many people ask me why I still get up so early. I get up at 5 a.m. since I don't have to be at an office or studio anymore. It's because I've spent most of my career waking up at the last possible minute, racing around the house to get ready, and darting out the door. Now I want to enjoy my mornings in a leisurely way. I want to sit out on the porch with my coffee and enjoy all that nature has to offer. I want to take my time to relax, write in my gratitude journal, go over my to-do list for the day. I want to watch the news and be informed, and I just absolutely love my mornings. I wouldn't trade them for anything. If I can give you one piece of advice today, it is to just get up a little bit earlier. I know how hard this can be for some of you, especially if you have young kids. But if you can give yourself some time to relax and start your day in a calm way, it makes such a huge difference. For so many years, I started my day with rushing, and I'm pretty sure I was not and am not the only one. Most of you are still doing the same thing. Try to carve out a tiny bit of time to just enjoy one cup of coffee, a half a cup of coffee. Meditate maybe, set up your day, it's such a more calm, peaceful way to get your day started. Surround yourself with flowers and things that you find beautiful. This year, I bought flowers specifically for the porch. I went to the garden center and I said, I need flowers that don't need a ton of sun. This is what I need because I want them everywhere. Go buy yourself a coffee mug that you absolutely adore and can't wait to use in the morning. Use a flavored coffee that you enjoy each day. I used to wait for the weekends to give myself treats, so to speak, like my favorite flavored coffee or a little extra creamer. But I decided recently that life is just too short to wait for the weekends. Make sure you are enjoying life every single day. Now, every day isn't a party. We know that. That doesn't mean that you can eat and drink anything you want, everything you want. You have to follow a plan that is good for your health. But there is nothing wrong with treating yourself to a little something each day. Some people don't have this same theory. Some people are either, all the way on or all the way off. For many years now, I've had a little piece of chocolate after my dinner each night. For years, it was the tiny little peppermint patties. Little piece of candy, tiny bit of chocolate on it. It's perfect. Put a little cream in your coffee. Anything that will brighten your day without doing too much damage to your health. And for goodness sake, start getting in some physical activity. Aside from it being good for you, it always boosts your mood, when you're done. As you drive to work, notice all the flowers, whether it be along the roadside, in front of people's homes, or outside the office. Just takes a moment to think to yourself, oh, they are so pretty. I'm so happy that they're there for me to enjoy. Does it sound corny? Yes. Does it make you happier? Yes. I'm convinced one of the main keys to making life happier for yourself is to stop taking things for granted, like the beauty of nature, and taking the time to be present for this beauty. When you look for the good, you will find more of it. So start looking. It's there. Trust me. It always has been. We just may not have always been able to see it. If you like this episode, please leave me a review or share a screenshot with your friends. If you think you may be taking too much for granted or have lost your way on how to appreciate the little things in life, shoot me a message. Hopefulist1@gmail.com. I would love to work with you to help you find your happiness. It's there, trust me. It's been waiting your whole life to be discovered. And I can help. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this is a great week for you. And always be badass. I'm right here cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist. Now, don't you feel good? Make sure you come back next week. See you then.